Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Crystal W Online, and also Pro Beauty Wholesale. So today I am working with my virgin client or natural hair client who has decided that she wants to get a relaxer, but she had a million questions. So we did a very detailed consultation because she had a lot of confusion as to what she wanted for her hair. Now, if you guys are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now and also turn on your notifications so you know when I'm on. Let's talk a little bit about our consultation. So she had a couple requests when she came in to do her relaxer. One of the requests being, could I not leave the relaxer on too long because she didn't want her hair to go super flat. Well, I was not able to honor that request, and I'm going to tell you guys why. First things first, if a client is getting a virgin relaxer, meaning they're going from natural to relaxed, I have no control over how fast, slow, when, and where the relaxer processes first, last, or in between. So I had to kind of tell her, unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. I'm going to need you to tell me if you want me to texturize you or relax you, because those are two totally different processes with two totally different processing times. Now, before my clients come to me, they are required to complete their consultation form. And within that consultation form, there is a chemical service waiver that waives any liability on my part if there is any issues with the chemical service that was applied. Now, just because I have my clients complete that waiver, that doesn't mean that I'm going to leave the opportunity for me to damage their hair or to cause any type of harm to them in the midst of that service. I am still a cosmetologist and I do still stand behind my work 100%. So during the consultation, I just had to inform her that that request could not be honored because I wanted to make sure that either she is 100% processed or she is 100% texturized and not over texturized, which is exactly what ended up happening. If you guys watch to the end of the video, you'll see exactly what I mean. Now, in the midst of that, she also had a request for me to use Olaplex on her hair after the relaxer or in the relaxer service. And unfortunately, I was unable to adhere to that process as well. Why? Because whenever I'm doing a chemical service, I am adamant on following the manufacturer specifications for their product. Why? Because if there is any issue with her having an allergic reaction, her having any type of reaction to this actual process or this product that I'm using, I need to be able to go back to that manufacturer and preach that I definitely did use all of the products that was specifically created for this relaxer process. I'm also a firm believer that if you create a product, you want to stay within that product category because the product was created to work cohesively with the other items within their collection. So I don't like to mix and match, you guys. That is just protection on my part and also protection from my client because I want to make sure that I provide them the service the way that it was designed to be provided. Now, other than that, you guys, we did finish consulting and she did have an understanding of the actual process of the relaxer versus the texturizer, and she definitely did not want the texturizer. But here's the kicker, you guys. She actually ended up aggravating her scalp before the appointment, even though I based her, and she ended up not being able to even complete the full virgin relaxer process. So she still ended up with what I consider over texturized hair. Now, after I rinsed her, I did apply some Hydra Strength leave-in spray, and then I did apply our new water-based thermal protectant spray for her to go under the dryer and air dry. Our thermal protectant spray will be available in the next coming weeks, so you guys definitely look out for that. Now, you guys, we did have a conversation at the bowl that because she did not fully process, we are going to have to correct this relaxer within the next 4 to 8 weeks. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, her hair looks good. You could be able to leave it that way, or you should be able to leave it that way. It shouldn't be a problem. But you guys, I'm here to tell you that this is not good. I know it looks good to the eye, but as a cosmetologist, you have to understand that just because it looks good to the eye, that doesn't mean that it's good for the hair. Right now, she has under-processed relaxed hair, she has over-texturized hair, and she still has a lot of virgin hair, as you guys can tell by her ends. Now, just because her ends are curly or fuzzy, that doesn't mean that those are split ends, you guys. That is under-processed hair. And because all of the strands have multiple textures, if we leave it this way, we run the risk of her shedding a lot later on or a lot of that hair beginning to break off because there is a literal confusion of processed hair, under-processed hair, and over-texturized hair and virgin hair all in one strand. So we did come up with a plan that we need to do a corrective relaxer within the next 4 to 8 weeks, 4 weeks being the minimum, 8 weeks being the maximum, so that we can ensure that we complete the relaxer process and she doesn't run that risk of a lot of shedding or breakage later on down the road. Now, I know a lot of you are sitting here saying, well, that she shouldn't have gotten a relaxer in the first place. That's neither here nor there. That's not your business. That was her decision. And I am going to stand behind my client. I am team whatever my client wants to be, whether it be natural or relaxed or texturized. But in her case, she wanted to definitely be relaxed because her natural hair was giving her headaches. She says that just combing her hair really hurt really bad. She's super tender-headed and she just couldn't take it anymore. So let's support her decision instead of bashing people who decide that they want to go the relaxer route. Now, I am actually using our Smooth by EHC XL iron. That is our new 2-inch ceramic flat iron that will be released later on this year. Of course, we have our Smooth by EHC 1-inch ceramic iron. Both go up to 500 degrees. Our 1-inch will actually be available come the end of February, early March. So to keep up with our launch date, you guys, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to our Elite Pro Plus text line by texting the word Elite Pro to 41372. Now, I am completing her trim process, and just because we have the situation of us having to do a corrective relaxer later on, that doesn't mean that we're not going to finish out her actual hairstyle and let her leave out looking absolutely fabulous. So I did complete her trim, but when we do her corrective relaxer, I will not trim her in that relaxer process. I will trim her on her regular retouch, which will be a couple weeks to months from now. Now, remember, you guys, if you are relaxed, your trim schedule is to follow your retouch relaxers. If you're a natural, your trim schedule is to get a trim every quarter. So just keep in mind, you guys, that is a part of keeping the hair nice and healthy and strong. And split ends is also a big part of why a lot of people have a lot of damage, because you guys see that as true length when it's not. And split ends actually hurt more than they help. So keep up your trim schedules, okay? Anyway, you guys, if we weren't doing a corrective relaxer, and her next service for her care would have actually been to do a Repair RX protein treatment, which we would do that after the corrective relaxer process. But had this process gone the way that it should have, she would be getting her protein treatment in the next service. And of course, I wanted to let you guys know that our Repair RX protein treatments are back in stock and available on our website at EliteHairCareUSA.com. And they are 25% off because we were not able to provide that during our customer appreciation sale. So if you use code REPAIR1, it will save you 25% off our Goddess Polish as well as our Repair RX protein treatment. Now, I'm still using our Smooth by EHC XL iron to just give her a quick bump. And of course, you guys can tell I'm doing extremely large sections because I don't need to do small sections. She's already nice and straight. And then when we're done, she is on her way out the door. Now, I did remind her that we have to book her corrective relaxer within the next 4 to 8 weeks. She said, okay, I'll be back. And I'm hoping that she does do so because I just want to make sure that I don't I'm not setting her up for failure, but I want to make sure that we complete this process and she doesn't set herself up for failure, because I did advise her multiple times that we need to correct this process sooner than later. Okay. So you guys, that leads me to tell you, if you are not following your cosmetologist, if you're not listening to what they're saying, especially if you know that they have your best interests at heart, there's really nothing we can do about that. But I am adamant on just making sure that my clients do the best that they possibly can within the scope of where they have their reach. And then from there, it's really up to them if we finish this process and if we care for their hair the right way, because I only see you every 2 to 3 weeks while you see yourself every single day. Now, if you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And please don't forget to also thumbs up this video to tell YouTube how great my channel is. And also, you guys, if you have not already, join our Elite Pro Plus team. All of the details to be able to join is in the description box of this video. And you guys don't forget to send that word Elite Pro to our text line by texting 41372. Now, after this, you guys, she was on her way out the door. Of course, her hair looked fabulous because I'm not going to let her walk out looking crazy. Of course, she still had a lot of shine. I did put a little bit of our goddess polish on her hair, and her hair was nice and silky and lightweight and straight. And I actually told her her hair looked great because it did. It felt great as well, you guys. It didn't feel anyway like bad or anything like that. Her hair felt great. It looked great, and she loved it. Bye.